Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. It's the USA facing Team World.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Looking at the starting five for USA. We've got Jaren Jackson. Young is out there with John Morant. Then it's Bridges. And it's Williamson in at the 4.
And I'm not sure if anyone will make some history here tonight, but the Rising Stars Challenge has seen its share of miraculous performances in the past. I'll always remember David Lee going a perfect 14 of 14 from the floor in that 2007 game.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Young outside, from outside the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. No good that time. Some solid defense from Clark. Well, you talked about David Lee's perfect shooting performance back in 2007. Greg, how about Kyrie Irving bearing all those threes? I think he had, 8 in 2012. Both those guys earned the MVP awards in those games.
And no doubt remarkable nights that were put on display by those guys. Still, if you want to talk about pure explosiveness, though, I think no one has been able to top Kevin Durant's 42-point effort back in 2009 in this contest.
Phenomenal performance.
Yes.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Morant outside. And they double up Morant. And the dunk by Williamson.
You see the quarter awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved. Oh! Oh, man! That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Bridges kicks to Williamson. They get it again. The kick out to Young. Another 3 for USA.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react. And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Morant passes to Washington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then drew the foul.
You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Team World. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hachimura. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's what Team World's going with right now. Mo Wagner's checked in for Brandon Clark. And Okogie subbed in for Barrett. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Young from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Team World leading by 5. And the basket by Okogie.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And, you know, this game has had a lot of different looks to it over the years. I mean, it began as the Rookie Challenge back in '94, and since then we've seen the format change a number of times.
And USA will go for a different look here. Eric Paschal, he's checked in for Williamson. Sexton comes in for Bridges. Devontae Graham's checked in for Morant. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Young.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
USA trails by 9. Well, Greg, you mentioned the various format changes to this game, but the one thing that never changes, as we've talked about, is the entertainment value. It's always the greatest young players in the NBA putting on a whale of a performance.
Absolutely. Whether it's Team World versus Team USA, the draft format, rookies versus sophomores, or whatever,
right,
never fails to give the fans their money's worth.
For USA, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, you look at a guy like Washington, talented, young, and continuing to get better. It's a lot of fun watching his progress.
A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Wagner.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
None against Doncic. Now the pass to Graham. For the 3. They grab their own miss. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Here's Mikhailuk. Graham defending. Offensive rebound. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Paschal finds Graham. The shot. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
On offense, here's Team World. They're on a 14-5 run here. Doncic outside. Here's Okogie. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it. I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
None against Doncic. To the inside, Wagner, and he dunks it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And so we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
On the court for USA, Devontae Graham is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Eric Paschal. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Sexton in at the 3, the small forward.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Team World.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Catching up on the changes for USA. Williamson is checked in for Washington. Bridges comes in for Devontae Graham. And it's John Morant in for Kendrick Nunn. Here's Sexton, 6 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Team World leading by 13. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And that one is stuffed right through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so it looks like it's still USA's ball.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Trae Young, he's checked in for USA. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
And now the first timeout called here for Team World.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Hachimura is checked in for Mo Wagner. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Team World. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Clark outside. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to Clark for three. Barrett drains the three-pointer. Barrett's got 6.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Here's Morant. The kick out to Young. Releases. Bridges controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Bridges, and he gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Young, good.
His first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Team World leading by 12. How about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball? Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Clark. Hachimura with it. Now defended by Williamson. Hachimura the pass to Barrett. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Team World with a fresh shot clock. Five to shoot. Haskell with the steal. To the left side wing. Here's Morant. From down in the low post, it goes. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Here's Mikhailuk. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hachimura kicks to Barrett. Shoots over Bridges. Barrett, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's Morant missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
There's a minute 40 left here in the second. Back to Hachimura. Bridges with the board. USA trails by 10. Williamson with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good, Williamson.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And Team World
You can't just let it go on any longer.
and USA will go for a different look here. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Eric Pesco. Sexton comes in for Miles Bridges. Devontae Graham's checked in for John Morant. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Young. Here's Nunn, the coast-to-coast dunk.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Doncic against Nunn. Doncic passes to Melli. To stop the drought. Got a hand on it. And now USA on the break. The open look here for Sexton. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Sexton's got 5 now.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
And Team World calls time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
To the paint, here's Hachimura. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
Washington. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Outside, Sexton. Stolen away. Here's Hachimura.
I think Washington, because of his athleticism and length, can be an outstanding defender in this league.
And so it's Team World heading to the bench with a 7-point lead.
Let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The best work they've done is on the board.
Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
We've got Rui Hachimura. He's out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Doncic in at the point. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Williamson kicks to Bridges. Pass to Young. Fires for 3. No good on the shot. And Team World will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for USA. Miles Bridges is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's John Morant. And it's Jackson in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Alexander Walker passes to Wagner. Down low, it's tipped. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. And he comes up with the deuce. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Right there, you love what Young gives you. A great facilitator in transition, and he's also a terrific finisher.
Okogie misses. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for USA. Haven't given up any points here in the second half.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Hachimura against Jackson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Jackson.
Substitution on the court. Substitution.
4 on the shot clock. Doncic, no good.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Young is double. Up top, Morant. Williamson against Barrett for the lead. And he sinks the layup. Williamson's got 6.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Williamson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good by Clark. 10 points for him.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Clark's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And Team World making a change here. Mykhailiuk is checked in. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for USA. Young taking his time here. Morant with a wide open look. It's good on the putback. And USA leads by 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Mykhailiuk. He's covered by Washington. Mykhailiuk can't get it to go. So it's USA now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Here's Wagner. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Melly is checked in for Team World. And then for USA, Sexton, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. Devontae Graham comes in for Morant. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Trae Young. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Now, here's Nunn. Pascal finds Sexton. There's the pass to Nunn. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Nunn's got the lead up to 4 now for USA. Barrett against Sexton. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Is on Colin Sexton.
And what a basket by Barrett, looking unafraid to take on these difficult challenges down low.
So it's USA now. Nunn kicks to Sexton. Nunn looking around. It's stolen by Barrett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And have to admire how hard Barrett goes. This kind of assertiveness is what makes defenders feel uneasy.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for USA.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Okogie's checked in for Mo Wagner. And he makes both free throws.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Now Nunn. He's got 5. That shot wide open. Sexton's got 8. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Okogie. He's covered by Washington. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. A floater. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 3 assists in the game. Sexton against Barrett, and stolen by Sexton. Graham, the pass to Pascal. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. He's got 6.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
And Team World calls time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down.
Both teams will make substitutions. Gilgeous-Alexander against Graham. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. For Team World, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Williamson left side. And the dunk by Williamson.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams put
Dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. Tonight, none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic, just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
Hachimura out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. None. That misses off the backboard. Team World trails by 4. Hachimura the pass to Okogie. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Now USA with it, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. And Team World making a change here. Clark's checked in, and USA also making a switch. Bridges checks in. The USA calls time here. Checked in for Josh Okogie. And then for USA, Ja Morant comes in for Colin Sexton. Young is subbed in for Kendrick Nunn.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Williamson against Clark. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Washington. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. The 3 from Morant. Rebound by Team World.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Back to Hachimura. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Pass to Hachimura. 5 on the clock. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Team World making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And 2 teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
And that one's good, Wagner. Wagner's got the game tied up here for Team World.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
The USA calls time here.
Everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Here's Morant. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Washington. Buries the long-range jumper. And USA leads by 3.
Pressure gets to some people, bothers them, but not Washington. Tremendous concentration in that big moment.
And Team World calls time here. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Hachimura kicks to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Here's Melly. Barrett the pass to Clark. Here's Hachimura. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Hachimura's got 6 points in the quarter.
One thing you can say about Hachimura, he is not afraid of the challenge.
Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
And it's Hachimura in the corner. Fires the 3. Here's Clark. Count it, and the foul. That one's on Morant.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it. A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Team World on D. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gives the hustle and stays home with his man.
Inside, Clark kicks to Hachimura. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Barrett. Bridges with the board. Now USA with it. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The USA calls time here. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left in the game. Team World making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Melly. Okogie comes in for Brandon Clark. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for R.J. Barrett. And USA also making a switch. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Washington. Jackson kicks to Bridges. Another shot. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Well, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
And Team World calls time here. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here is Doncic. Here's Wagner. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
It'll be Team World off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for USA. Williamson out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Morant. And it's Young in at the point.
You know, he's the third pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
And so he hits both. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for USA. Trailing by 2. Young outside. Pass to Jackson. USA moving the ball around. And that one's good. Morant.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Here's a Kogi. Good D by Williamson. So it's USA now. Young in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Young's got 21 in the game.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And Team World calls time here. He's checked in for Team World. R.J. Barrett comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Team World trails by 3. Doncic feeling it out. And Wagner has it in the corner. It's Barrett on the wing. Guarded by Morant. And Barrett slams it in.
And, you know, that's what the scouts have always loved about Barrett. That alpha mentality and his ability to rise to the occasion.
Here's Young. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
And Doncic, here we go. Here's Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Here's Hachim.
Oh, my goodness! That was special.
And the athleticism on display. You got to enjoy watching Hachimura go for the powerful finish.
Young for 3. Another 3 for USA.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
And coming through in a big way, you have to love Barrett there, taking over down the stretch.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Young finds Jackson. From outside, off the mark. Team World trails by 4. Here's Barrett. Here's Clark, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Miles Bridges.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
Young with no one around. USA working now with the new shot clock. Shoots over Doncic. Goes up again. Up again. It's in!
This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
Clark trying to get open. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Here's Jackson. Good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And Team World calls time here.
They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Team World making some changes. Okogie comes in for Mo Wagner. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Barrett. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
He's a guy you have to game plan for. The way Young scores and passes the ball creates so many problems for the defense. And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Nails the triple.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away. I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
The 3 for Doncic. That one doesn't drop. So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was